This is a $590 laptop. Right now, it's running 4 AI agents. One is sending cold DMs on WhatsApp. One is researching prospects in a browser. One is scheduling calls on my calendar. One is writing follow-up messages. I will never see until the year is sent. 2 days ago, Apple dropped the cheapest Mac they've ever made, the MacBook Neo. Every tech channel on YouTube has already reviewed it. Is it worth buying? Specs breakdown. Neo versus Air comparison. Nobody asked the question I care about. Can you build a business with it? I set this up in 30 minutes. Total cost $600 plus about $50 a month in a software. And if you sell this exact setup to your freelancers, that's a $500 to $2,000 service. The laptop pays for itself on client one. Let me kill the hype first. This is not a powerhouse machine. 818 Pro chip, that's the iPhone 16 Pro chip. The first time Apple put a phone chip in a laptop. 8 gigs of RAM, not upgradable, and 256 gigs storage on the base model, and 13-inch Retina display, a 16-hour battery, and 2 USB-C ports, and one of them is USB 2.0 speed, which is 2005 territory. And here's what it can't do. It can't run local AI models above 7 billion parameters. 8 gigs of RAM hits a well fast. It can't handle serious video editing. You're not training machine learning models on this thing. The memory bandwidth is 60 gigabytes per second, which is lower than ever the M1 from 2020. And here's what it can do perfectly. Run API-based AI agents all day. Send and receive message across 10 channels simultaneously. Automate browser tasks. Manage your calendar, your inbox, your client pipeline. All of that runs through API calls, not local compute. You need a machine that stays connected and doesn't die. This is that machine. Geekbench's single-core 3000 that beats the M1 MacBook Air. For API calls and agent work, single-core speed matters more than multi-core. This $600 machine outperforms a laptop that cost $1,000 3 years ago on the metric that actually matters for this work. You don't need a powerful machine to run an AI business. You need a reliable machine that stays connected. If you watched my OpenClaw video, 100,000 of you did, skip ahead 9 seconds. For everyone else, quick version. OpenClaw is an open source AI agent that runs on your machine, not a chatbot, an agent. It takes action. It connects to WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, iMessage, Slack. It browses the web, fills out forms, sends messages, manages your calendar, runs shell comments on your computer. There are 1,300 community built skills on ClawHub, their marketplace. Created by Peter Steinberger, what's called ClawBot, then Morphbot, now OpenClaw. It's the fastest growing open source project on GitHub as of this month. It's free, zero license cost. You pay for this AI model it takes to Claude or ChatGPT API, and that's it, around $20 to $50 a month, depending on how much you use it. And here's the actual setup. Start to finish on the MacBook Neo. Step 1, install OpenClaw. Open terminal, one command, npx OpenClaw onboard. That launches a setup widget. It asks for your API key. I use Claude, picks a workspace folder, and creates the config file at /openclaw.json. Total install time under 3 minutes. And step 2, connect to your channels. I connect 2 channels. WhatsApp for client communication. WhatsApp connection scan a QR code, takes 30 seconds. Telegram create a bot token through bot folder. Paste it in, another 30 seconds. That's it. Your AI agent can now send and receive messages on both platforms. Step 3, install business skills. Skills are plugins. OpenClaw has a marketplace of 1,300 of them. I install 4. Agent browser, calendar sync, email reader, lead enrichment. Browser automation lets the agent open website, fill forms, extract data. Calendar sync connects to Google Calendar. Email reader processes incoming mail. Lead enrichment pulls public data about prospects. 4 skills that covers 9% of what a freelancer needs to run daily operations. Step 4, configure your business agents. Now the part that matters. I set up 4 agents. Each one has a job. Agent 1, outreach agent. Sends personalized messages to prospects on WhatsApp. It reads a lead list, checks what I know about each prospect, writes a message using my messaging framework, and sends it. I don't touch it. And agent 2, research agent. Before the outreach agent contacts anyone, this one uses browser automation to look up the prospect's website, their social media, their recent activity. It finds something specific, I can't mention in the message. Agent 3, scheduler agent. When a prospect replies yes to a call, this agent sends my calendar link, confirms the booking, and sends a reminder 24 hours before and another one an hour before. Agent 4, follow-up agent. This runs on a clone job. Every morning at 8 a.m., it checks for messages that went unanswered for 48 hours and sends a follow-up. The follow-up is different from the original message. It doesn't just bump the thread. For Agent 1 $599 machine, running while you sleep. Let me show you the actual numbers. MacBook Neo, $600 one time. OpenClaw, free. Cloud API, $20 to $50 a month depending on the volume. Domain and hosting for client work, $10 to $20 a month. Total startup cost under $700 one time, plus $30 to $70 a month recurring. Compare that to what I was spending before. Multiple SaaS subscriptions, a 1400 laptop, a BPS, separate tools for scheduling, Outreach or CRM. That was $200 plus a month in software alone. This setup cut my monthly costs by more than half and does more work than the old stack ever did. And here's where this gets interesting. Not just use this setup, sell this setup. Doing every gold rush. The people who got rich didn't dig for gold. They sold pickaxes. Right now, millions of freelancers and small business owners have heard of AI agents. They've seen the OpenClaw hype. 200,000 people steered it on GitHub. But most of them have no idea how to set it up. I checked Upwork. There are already listings for OpenClaw setup help being posted, $30 and $50 gigs. That's low, but it proves the demand exists. Here's the service you offer. I will set up a full AI agent system for your business. OpenClaw installation, 3 to 4 custom agents configured for your specific workflow, and channel connections, and a 30-minute training call. Price $500 to $2,000 depending on complexity. Your cost 2 to 4 hours of time. That's $125 to $500 an hour. The client buys the MacBook Neo or uses their existing machine. You set it up over screen share. You don't even need to be in the same city. The gig's economy hits $674 billion this year. 1/3 of Americans have a side hustle. These people need AI automation. They don't know how to set it up. Now you do. What I change an honest limit, quick reality check before I close. 8 gigs of RAM is tight. If you're running OpenClaw plus browser automation plus multiple Chrome tabs, you will feel it. Close what you don't need. And only 2 USB-C ports get a hub. No keyboard backlighting on the 600 model. Minor but annoying for late night work. If you are also doing video editing, design work, or running local models, spend the extra $300 and get a MacBook Air with M5. The Neo is for people whose primary tool is AI agents, not creative software. The $699 model with 512 gigs and Touch ID is probably the sweet spot for most people. And here's the thing about this setup. You can copy everything I just showed you. The install comments are in the description. The config structure is on OpenClaw docs. The skills marketplace is free, but a setup doesn't get you a client. I talk to people every week who have OpenClaw running, Cloud Code configured, and GHL funnel built, and zero revenue. The tools work, the execution doesn't. Set up the tools is a step one. Getting clients is a different problem. That's what my program solves. This Friday, I run a free live training called From Zero Clients to First Paying Clients in 28 Days. The system nobody teaches. I will show you the 5 numbers framework, diagnose what's broken in your pipeline, and walk through the exact outreach system my students use. Link is in the description, chrislee.com/training. If this video saved your time, hit subscribe. I put one of these out every week.